The normal attack situation is broken down into 3 A Yangshotzi. This sand area will exist for about 3 seconds. The enemy will be grabbed by Lao Sha on this sand area. Crocodile can shield the crocodile with normal attacks on this sand area. Crocodile is not on this sand area and will refresh from normal attack 1A. A wonderful combo of 4A shield and ground grab. A small combo shield and ground grab followed by 2T. The 2T after shield and ground grab will make the crocodile elemental and launch a whirlwind attack. Imagine if you lift the opponent up. If the opponent uses a friendly skill at this time, you can use elementalization to avoid this. It's amazing. When the health is lower than 30%, the crocodile's hook will become a poison hook. The animation makes Luffy jump wildly with excitement. The first and second normal attacks of the poison hook attack will make the opponent's tentacles continuously lose health. The damage will be included in the protection value, but it is not very much. It can only be said that it brings a pleasant chance of victory to Lao Sha's last wave. Do you remember the small combo just now? The small combo in the poison hook state, shield and ground grab followed by 2T. It can absorb the enemy's water to restore its own health. The core of the crocodile is exquisite. Use sand to blunt the ground. Play crazy with sand. Next I will teach you how to play with sand. The crocodile can create 2 kinds of sand skills, sand and flat A sand skills. There are 2 pools of sand in total. Flat A sand, 1 pool of fierce fighting sand and a large pool of fierce fighting sand. Here you can unlock the fierce fighting sand into a larger range of flat A sand. Flat A sand fast generation method 1.3A ocean sand 2. Fighting skills 1. So how do you use sand to play instantly? You can remember that the normal attack and the fierce battle sand are the entrances and exits. The fast generation method of skill sand is 1. The first skill 2. The second skill will leave a pool of sand on the ground after hitting the active sand dunes or the tornado. The first pool is used. Press the first skill softly and send out a desert sword to knock the enemy away. Push it to the edge of the field, leaving a pool of sand. You can use recovery to drill and play. Click recovery again to bring people back when you hit them. Recovery speed, try to hit as much as possible. Long press the first skill to launch the diamond sword. Similarly, press again to recover. The summary is that 2 drops of the first skill will create a pool of sand. But if you don't recover, the second pool of sand is the sand related to the second skill. The second skill takes off softly. How long does it take to fly back? Please watch the video. I will speed up the editing. Next, use the second skill plus the normal attack to create an active sand dune and leave a pool of sand. You can also use the second skill and the first skill for 3 consecutive attacks. The second skill and the first skill are charged. The second skill and the second skill are combined. The normal attack grabs and the second skill leave a second pool of sand. Just poke it. Press again to recover. Anyone hit can be brought back. 2 pools of diamond sand. Do you know how to poke it out now? Do you know? Deduct 1. Note that you can only control the sand maintained by 2 golden dragons. You can't control the sand in front or the golden dragon sand. So how do you play with the wind? Slow tornado. When you poke out 2 pools of sand, both will activate bold shadow 1. Slow tornado. 1 pool of sand, 1 wind, 2 pools of sand. Both winds will slowly track enemy units and only retreat halfway. This is the old sand team's strong wind. Of course, you can also choose faster and stronger winds. You have already created 2 pools of skill sand. Bold shadow 2 will be activated. Speed tornado will collide with enemies in a straight line at high speed like a magnet. If you want to kill them, your teeth will be broken. Of course, you can use it in vain just to scare the opponent and don't let them get close. Remember it later. Ignore 1 bar, recycle the killing skill to gain 1 bar. When using the second skill in elemental flight, it consumes less than 1 bar of energy. When flying over sand, you can press skill 1 or 2 to automatically switch. Absorbing sand restores the energy gauge. When energy is empty, you can use the second skill to touch the sand and insert a dagger, leaving behind a skill consumption. Holding skill 1's strongest blade consumes 1 bar. While in elemental flight with skill 2, repeatedly tapping skill 1 switches to firing 3 sword slashes, consuming 1 bar. Take note, during the release of these 3 sword slashes, you are not in elemental form so you can be attacked. If you hold it, you can charge up to fire a larger slash. While charging, you are in elemental form. Strategy can be chosen based on the situation. When you have 2 bars, you can use it like this. While in elemental flight with skill 2, press and hold again to transform into a small tornado which consumes 1 bar. The transformation startup is non-elemental. Press again to create a larger tornado and extend flight time, consuming another bar. This can also be used to finish moves early and release the ultimate. Holding it will unleash an enhanced full-screen attack, consuming 2 bars. Ultimate. Tap Desert Sunflower. Hold Sandfish. Almost done, almost done. Final point. Excited skill. Press normal attack to drill underground. Remember the excited gun we mentioned earlier? Tap equals elemental defense. Hold equals create a sand shield. It can block bullet type skills. Or, during second skill elemental flight, turning into a tornado can fly over the shield. The shield can also serve as cover so the enemy can't see what you're doing inside. Quick combos. First aggressive style. Use skill 1 to fire the golden blade and create sand, recover sand, then launch with skill 2 into flight, followed by skill 1-2 kick combos. Second defensive style. Use skill 1 to launch sand at the edge of the arena. Crouch in the sand and don't move. When the enemy approaches, use QTE to turn the sand into a tornado to chase them, or just use skill 2's elemental flight to create openings. The skills have a lot of details and versatile playstyles. Share your insights in the comments. This character is definitely strong online. Alright, since Old Sand is so powerful, how do we fight him? Don't worry, I've summarized it. Best to bring a character with armament hockey. When using the second skill to continuously fire sword slashes, remember you're not in elemental form and can be attacked. The after delays when chaining second skill elemental flight with other skills are quite noticeable. Dodge the charged ultimate like with New World Music's enhanced ultimate. Old Sand's attacks aren't unstoppable. Just time your dodge toward the center of the move to avoid it. My throat's worn out, let's end it here for today.